Welcome at the Inspired by Ruth. Today's topic is, why do some prayers go unanswered if our God is a listening God? Welcome. Today's Bible version that I'm using today is the New American Standard Bible. It's the MacArthur Study Bible. For us to be able to answer this question, we are going to do a bit of reading. So today, our Bible is going to be our marking scheme. And we are going to read the book of Matthew 7:7 for us to be able to answer this question. Matthew 7:7. Let me look for it and we read together. It's nice to hear from our marking scheme, which is the Bible. So Matthew 7:7 says this: Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives, and who seeks finds. And to what man is there among you who, when his son asks for a loaf, will give him a stone as a question? Or if he asks for a fish, he will not give him a snake, will he? Certainly not. No, that is my part. That's not the Bible. If you then, being evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give what is good to those who ask him? I'm going to read another part. It's 1 John 5:14. This is the confidence which we have before him. If we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And if we know that he hears us, in whatever we ask, we know that we have the request which we have asked from him. So the Bible has given us confidence that whatever we ask of him, who is him, our God, he hears us and he answers. And one of the attributes of God, or few of the attributes of God, are omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent. So we know that very well. God hears our prayers. So our prayers not being answered, it doesn't mean that God did not hear our prayers. God heard all our prayers. Actually, he is everywhere. So the reason why sometimes God does not answer our question, we are going to look at four new things that we may see. Why don't God answer our question? We are going to see the will of God, the timing of God. Is it a right time, or is it a right thing for you to be given? And what is the motive of you asking whatever you are asking? So let's look at the first one, which is the will. Before we continue with the will, let's ask ourselves, why do we go to God to ask of something? For us human beings to go to God and ask of whatever we are asking is because we have reached our limit. We have used every resources that we have. We have used every influence that we have. We have used every potential that we have. Now it has come to a point where we are like, oh, this one, I cannot do it. This one, I cannot get it. Why? I just need a higher power. That's when sometimes we go to our God. I'm not saying it's mostly happen most of the time, but mostly when we go to our God, we have reached our human limitation, our human resources. That's when we come to our God. But when we come to our God, he is a Father. For him to answer us, it has to be according to his will. Why does it have to be according to his will? Because our God has the best interest in you. Whatever you are asking, does it apply to his will? Because our God is about his kingdom agenda. I'll give you a short story. In the Bible, in Samuel, 1 Samuel, story about Elkanah and Hannah and Peninnah. Hannah wanted a child for a long, long time, and they used to go to Shiloh to worship God. And this particular time, Hannah was exhausted. Hannah was tired. She is married. So for her, there was every option of having a child. There was no need for Hannah to ask for a child because she's already married. She knew automatically the moment she got born again. The moment she got married, she knew she was going to have a child. So for her coming to our God at this particular time, she has used every limitation, every resources. Now, God, I need a child. I've done everything I could have done as a mother, as a wife, as a girl, as a daughter. I want a child. And at this particular time, they're in Shiloh and she's asking God for a child. She became desperate. The will of God plays a major role when it comes to God to answer our prayers. Don't forget He created you and me. Why did He create us? On what purposes? What role did we come to fulfill on this planet Earth? The Bible tells us in the book of Matthew 6:10, and I'm going to read. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as if it is in heaven. So there is a purpose of God to you and me that was already ordained in heaven before we came on this planet Earth. And on that purpose and on that will, that is how God is going to answer our prayers. I'll give an example. I may wish to become a president today of what a particular country. And I may use every resources that I have, every penny, every influence that I have. I may find myself not becoming a president. But God may not fulfill that part. I may go through the whole process, and I may even be on a ballot box. And then eventually I may not win. And then I may find myself being a teacher. God will pave way for me to be a teacher. And when I find myself in teaching, I'll be so happy. I'll enjoy the career that I've taken. Though I really wanted to be a president, but I've got another career that I got. And in this career, I'll so much excel and I will be so happy. At that particular time, me as a human being, I'll think, God never answered my prayer because I really wanted to be a president. But now, I've lowered myself low and I've become a teacher. But still, I'm really enjoying this career. So God has answered me in paving a way to be a teacher because that was what was ordained for me to become on this planet Earth. I may not see it that way, or I may not see that God has answered my prayer, but I may find myself excelling in that field. So God has not answered me according to my will, but He has answered to me according to His will. Why? Because He knows that in this field of teaching, I'll excel so well. I'll have my time with my family. I'll have my time with my husband, which of maybe being a president, I may not have my time. I may not have my space. So He has chosen what was good for me, what was right for me, what was ordained for me. So in that part, we cannot say that the God did not answer our prayers or God did not answer my prayer. Me as a human being, I may think that He did not answer, but in God's books, it is ticked that God answered your prayers according to His will. So what are we learning here? We are learning to depend on the will of God, the best that God can give us. When you find yourself excelling in a career that you are enjoying so much, depending what career you are doing, at that particular time you may find that was the will of God. That's why you are ordained on this planet Earth. Before you were formed, the Bible tells us, we were ordained in our mother's womb. So God will only follow that script, the ordination, why He brought you on this planet Earth. So we can say God has already answered our prayer. The other way God answers our prayer is the timing. God goes with His calendar, His timing. Remember, Christ, the Lamb of God, was ordained, was prepared before the foundation of the earth to come and rescue mankind. But at the fullness of time, God revealed Christ. So is the timing of God. Whatever you and me are asking, is it on God's timing? Why does it have to be on God's timing? He is our Father. He knows what is good for us. Imagine a 6-year-old, a 10-year-old, or a 16-year-old asking to be married, asking to have a car. And they may go even to fasting. Dry fast, 21 days. God, I really want to get married at the age of 10. Will God answer me? No. Because at that particular time, marriage is not what I need. At that particular time, I need, if I'm going to school, I need to go to school. I need to be a child at that particular time. So it's not God's timing. God did not ordain that time for you. So God will only answer us according to his time. Is it right time? It may take another 6 years to get whatever you want, or another 10 years to get whatever you want, according to his time. Why does it have everything to be according to his time? Because our God is omniscient. He knows everything. He knows tomorrow while we are today. He knows what is happening in another minute, in another 10, 20 years. He knows what is ahead of us. So he is in the right place to give us according to his time. Not my time, not your time, but according to his time. So we cannot say that God does not answer us, because at that particular time, for example, we have parents who have kids. Your kids have not eaten anything, just coming from the bed, they want to have an ice cream. You as a father, are you going to, or a mother, are you going to give them an ice cream? No, at that particular time, they need breakfast. If they're going to school, for them to go to school. If they're staying at home, at that particular time, what they need is breakfast, not ice cream. So you as a father, and the first part we read about Matthew 7:7, he'll ask, if us who are evil knows what to give the best for our kids, if we know what is best for our kids, what about our Father who is at in heaven? What about our God who has created us? He will give us what is best at that particular time. A time will come for that child to have an ice cream, but not that time, not that morning. So God still answers our prayers, but according to the right time. The right time. So we can say God answers our prayers. Another thing is the motive. Why do you want it? Why do I want it? Do I want it just to show around that I have the best car? Do I want it to show people that me, I've arrived, I've achieved? What is the motive? Do I want to have a Lamborghini so I can go on the street, so people can hear the sound, they can see what type of a car I'm using? Is that the right motive? Is it pride? Is it arrogancy? Why am I having it? So God will give you according to the motive. Why do I have it? Why do I need it? I'll give an example. In the book of 1 Samuel, we have a couple. Who is Samuel with his 2 wives? No, who is Elkanah with his 2 wives? We have Hannah and Peninnah. Peninnah, God has already opened her womb. She's doing so well as a wife and as a mother. She is giving up kids. But we have Hannah. The Bible said her womb was closed. So she was not able, she was barren. She could not give birth to kids. But she was so tired of being ridiculed by her co-wife, who is Peninnah. It came to a point one day at their custom, they used to go to Shiloh. At this particular time, she could not take it anymore. She went to God and told God, God, if only you give me a child, not only a child, if you give me a son, I'll give it back to you. Have you seen the motive? The motive is not that God, if you give me a child, I want to show off to Penina. I want to go to the best shops so I can buy the clothes for my child so Penina can see. That was not the motive. Despite the fact she was being mocked so much with Penina, but that was not the motive when she went to God. When she went to God, she wanted a child just to becoming. Can you imagine when the child stopped winning, Hannah took the child back to Shiloh to stay in the temple. So Hannah was just going there to see the child and coming back. We don't know how often she used to go. But the fact she knew this one is my child, even if I don't live with this child, the fact I wake up like other women, I know how to breastfeed like other women, I know how to carry pregnancy. You know, that pride, she didn't care. Even if the child stayed in Shiloh. But you can see here, the motive was right. And because the motive was right, God gave her the beautiful son Samuel, and Samuel became the high priest. Samuel became the greatest prophet in Israel we've ever known. God loved Samuel so much that whatever Samuel said, God could rubber stamp it. So you see, the motive was not bad. The motive was right. So whenever we come to our God, what is the motive? And the other thing, is it right? Whatever I'm asking, is it right? Is it the right thing for me to have? Do I really need it? Is it the right thing for me? I may want to have a plane, to own a jet or a yacht. Is it right for me? Do I really need it? So God may not answer me. Maybe at this particular time, God, for me, I need a car to be able to travel from point A to B. So God will give me what is right for me. He knows everybody. He is our good Father. He owns everything on this planet Earth. So he'll give me what is right for me. So we can never say that God does not answer our prayers. One thing we have established, our God hears all our prayers. Why? He is omniscient, is omnipresent, and is omnipotent. So we can take that part, God hears our prayers. The other thing, does God answer prayers? Yes, he answers prayers. But according to his will, according to his timing, not only his timing, according to the right time. The timing is so important in our life and in God's calendar. What is the motive? What is the motive of you and me asking? And the other thing, is it right? Whatever I'm asking, is it right for me? Is it right for me? Whatever I want, is it right? So we can conclude on today that God answers our prayers. We just need to tune into our God and to know that whatever God has given me is right for me. It is the right time. It is according to his will, and the motive and my motive and the motive of God has aligned. God bless his word.